Welcome back to the channel. So I do apologize for any wind noise that's coming through. It's a little bit breezy today, plus it's also warm, so the air conditioner on that M760 in front of me is working a little bit overtime right now to make sure the cabin's cool when I get back in. But anyway, as I just mentioned, G12 M760i, last of the V12s. It's the N73, I believe puts out 600 horsepower and about the same pound-feet of torque, or torques. This one is an individual color. It is black blue. On the 7 Series, it's an extra $5,500 for that individual paint. But I think the highlight here again is that V12 engine. It is silky smooth. It is powerful. And it's a blast to drive. Now, obviously, it's not extremely sporty, but it does have a pretty decent exhaust note. Some burbles at the end of that thing if you lift off. But that's the highlight. It's the last of the V12s in BMWs. This is the last model year to get this vehicle. I say if you're nostalgic about the V12, this is probably the time to go get one. This is the second one to arrive. Now, we had previous M760s in last year that were customer orders, one of which was also in black blue. The other one was in Venetian violet. So sort of sense a theme here. I believe we also had a frozen black M760, if I remember correctly, as well. But black blue, it looks a lot more blue. It's non-metallic, but it's a really dark blue, sort of a navy blue, if you will. It's got the 20-inch 760M wheels. You see what they did there in cerium gray. Got the blue M Sport calipers on this car as well. We got the big grille, not so big anymore. It looks really good in black. I think one disappointing thing about the 760 is that the laser light options are gone. It's on the other cars. I know there's some shortages for those parts now, but I think on the flagship one, you really want those laser lights. It is on the 8 Series, and the M8 in particular, and the Grand Coupes. But let's take a look on the inside. So we've got Tartufo full leather. It's merino leather. It is an extra $4,000. So the options for the paint and the interior, it's another almost $10,000 to the car. But I think Tartufo looks extraordinary in this car. Got all that nice quilted leather features as well on the seats. Nice pillow up there as well. And look at the carpets. All Tartufo. I think a really, really nice touch, nice attention to detail. I do love the contrast stitching here in white, shown all over the car. It is basically the epitome of luxury here. Oops, so I hit the lock button here. Get your familiar Idrive 7 with the M760i logo in the instrument panel. You got your driver assistance professional. Again, an option in this car. Why it's an option, I don't know, but that's the way it goes. Assisted driving. Got our V12 logo in the middle here. Gear selector. All the nice stuff. So sort of touch screen, climate controls here that work fairly well. And we also have ventilated seats. I think something to definitely have here. Nice interior wood trim as well. We also have the massaging seats. Let me just open the door here so I'll show you where that button is. So this is the massaging seat button here. So you'll have 3 different levels. Starts off strongest and down to lowest. I think another nice feature, especially if you don't like your companion, you can press this button here, which now means your seat controls on your side, on your seat, control the passenger seat. You can sort of move that seat up. I can tilt it back. I can crush the passenger forward. There's a lot of different sort of options you can have here to annoy your front passenger. But a neat feature that's also on a few other cars, the X7 in particular, probably the X5 as well. So we've also got the Bowers and Monken sound system. Again, an option here is $3,400. I don't know why it's not standard on the car. That starts at, let me take a look here, at basically $158,000. Why are there options on this car? It should come with basically everything. If you want it, it should be on that car. But how else are they supposed to make money here? But who knows? All right, so there's not many other options on here. We got the luxury seating, rear seating package. So this is different than the other M760. Let me go in the back here and show you what I'm talking about. So here's the rear. Beautiful Tartufo. So get over to the passenger side. So in the other M760 that we have the executive seating package in the rear. That means this thing fully reclines on the seat here. This passenger seat will go all the way forward, tilt down, so you can stretch out if you are the person being driven around, but not with the luxury seating package. So you still have 5 seats here. And in the middle, let me get this down here, right? So in the middle, you have a little fold down option here that brings out a tablet, which can then be used to change things in the car settings, change the music, etc. You still have a pass through as well, and of course, cup holders. You have a little bit of storage, I think, here as well. So different than the 750i that we showed recently. All right, so that tablet does come out, and you can connect it to the system here. And you have some seat controls here. You can change the position of the rear seat. You do have a little bit of a tilt. And you can recline it slightly. I mean, it's not a lot of recline, but you can be quite comfortable in the back seat of the M760. That's about as far as it goes. So I'm fully sort of, reclined in quotations here. But I got plenty of space in front of me. Plenty of knee room, plenty of leg room. Your feet won't go all the way under the front seat, but, I mean, pretty good spacing back here. What you can also do, you can also press this button here, and that will allow you to move the front passenger seat forward or backwards. And you can also tilt it to get a little bit more leg room if you so desire, but it's not the full recline that is in the executive seating option. But look, not bad. It's not a bad place to be. Of course, I would rather be driving, but if you want to relax and have someone else drive you around, this is not a bad place to be. And again, the novelty here is that lasts the V12. So if you want that V12, this is the place to go. It disappears. All right, so let's take one last look around the individual black-blue color. Again, fantastic looking color. Another $10,000 in options in terms of exterior and interior colors. Tartufo looks fantastic against this black-blue. Let me know what you guys think about this combination. Or perhaps maybe you want to spec your M760 a little bit different. Say money's no object. You can spec it any way you want. How would you go with the exterior color and interior? So that's about it. Let me step back so I can fit this big boy in the frame. And we'll see you at the next video.